Hello, hello. Welcome to today's message. Oh, I'm burning the place down already. Ouch. Get over there. Okay. Cleanse, clear, release any and all energy that is not of your highest and greatest good. And if it burns you a little bit, so it be. It's okay. It's probably a lot less of a wound or trauma if you catch it before it gets bigger. Okay, we're just energetic beings just trying to figure our stuff out. And I think the sooner you can feel your way energetically, the better for everybody, really, in the long run. Trying to make stuff, like force stuff to happen when energetically you can feel like it's not going to, that's just trauma. Yeah, release those things that don't feel right, that don't feel good, that aren't lining up. Oh, it's one of those ones. Okay, release. Yes. Okay, the energy of release reveals the real you and takes away the prejudices you have about yourself. In this way, and through your altered thought patterns, your brain triggers your DNA to develop further. Let go of things that no longer serve you, and you will notice new doors opening up, right? Because as one door closes, a new door opens, right? And a lot of the times we end up doing things, saying things, going along with things out of fear that something else won't show up, won't come about, won't take its place, right? And this is that confidence in self and the acknowledgement of the value that your energy carries. Right? Every action stimulates a reaction. And so if you are letting the universe know that you are no longer going to tolerate or put up with anything less than what you deserve, the universe will stop giving it to you. Right? It's like algorithms. Like online, right? The algorithms are constantly reading what it is that you respond to. Like you watch that video, oh, here's some more videos that are like that you might like, right? The universe is the same way, but with your attention. When you put attention to something, the universe is like, oh, well, here's some more of that stuff that you put your attention to in case you like it, right? And it kind of validates those the things that you don't want to see, right? You click the ... and are like, delete, I don't want to see this, not interested, right? And you're letting the universe know, but only in the universe it's attention is your drop down menu. Attention is the thing, is the thing that you, or is the way that you communicate, whether you want more of it or not. And the universe will just keep giving you more of what you are focusing on until you tell it otherwise or stop focusing on those things. So yes, release is an important part of it all, especially when you want to change, right? If you're tired of having the same recommendations come up, you need to start shifting your focus. You need to start liking and giving your attention to the things that you want to see more of. And yeah, when releasing, it's an all the way release, not a hesitant, sloppy, it's still attached to you kind of release, right? Just let it go. Trust. And this is what's beautiful about the whole if you love something, let it go. And if it returns to you, then it's meant to be yours kind of thing. And yesterday's reading was the cage mushroom, and it's about providing a reciprocal, no, a give and take without trapping, without holding too tight. That's the sweet spot, right? It's like, if you want butterflies, don't chase them, don't capture them, just create an environment that draws them to you, and then they'll keep coming back. And nobody feels strapped. Okay. Ooh, Wunjo and Ansus. Messages and joy. Love it. Yeah, when you release things, you're also, I'm getting a sense of like a cluttered mind or a noisy mind, right? You're less likely to hear those subtle little messages from your intuition, from your higher self, from your ancestors, from the divine, right? And so having a clarity, a calm, a peacefulness within your mind opens that up. Okay. And then joy is the perfect blaster away of excess noise. But we let them do the tucking here. Raven, communication, insight, divine inspiration, order, and true vision. The highly intelligent raven is always alert. And like the god Odin's raven, hey, what is up with that spot? There's suddenly this crack that both of the cats are obsessed with. Okay. Hugin thought and Munin memory, who are Odin's eyes and ears out in the world. He is always collecting information. Flying high, he has clear sight over all. You can hear him calling out as he passes on messages of both good news and warning. And Zeus is the rune of Odin, of the divine breath of all creation, and is also called the messenger rune. In a reading, it brings a message of divine inspiration, creation, formation, and transformation. It indicates the strong presence of your ancestors and ancestral line. And Zeus represents the arrival of a revelation or insight. Language, with all its uses and powers, is central to this rune. Very nice. And Wunjo, the hummingbird, is joyful as he dances in between the flowers. His happy energy and satisfaction and harmony with life brings his wishes into being. Aha! He dances his dance, surrounded by the jewel-like flashes of his friends and family. Wunjo, with its ecstatic energy, is a most welcome rune in a reading. It has a certain bittersweetness as the final rune of the first et, bringing the whisper of change or a shift, like the first rays of a sunset after a perfect day. When this delightful rune pops up, you can expect joy, fellowship, and harmony. A symbol of well-being, it brings love, prosperity, and fulfillment. Joy, pleasure, belonging, kindreds, and prosperity. Okay, and I feel like this is connected to whatever messages or inspiration or divine creative aha moments, all those things. And I believe that your dedication to releasing any excess noise is really going to allow yourself to pick up on the messages a little bit easier. Okay, and to recognize them as messages. Because that's the other thing. And remember, messages come in many, many forms, right? Like these messages here, they're meant to interact with your energy and your own intuition. So sometimes I'll say something or do something that makes you think of something, right? There's your message. Um, or if I say something that you don't agree with, but it immediately confirms or clarifies something for you within yourself, message received, right? When you are in a grocery store and the music, you suddenly tune into the music lyrics and they are like an answer to your question or some sort of message. Okay, these are all messages, and your ability to read, receive them is critical to successful outcomes, I'd say. And it's kind of a joyous thing, right? Little like indicator lights that you're heading in the right direction, little crumbs on the path back to source, back home, back to where your light wants to shine the brightest. A homeostasis. I like that word. Okay. I'll do one more little and then see where we're at here. What kind of messages are for us today? What are we talking about? What are we looking into? Well, we kind of know. We're looking into this release, those old things, limiting beliefs, patterns, behaviors, mindsets, physical, emotional, spiritual, and otherwise. Okay. There it is. Whoopity. Start with this one. Reciprocating relationships. Beautiful. Yes. And the releasing of those that aren't reciprocating. Okay. And really honoring what you feel energetically. Like if you've got a situation that's going on, like say you're in process of booking a client and you can feel some very tangible energetic resistance going on. Things aren't going through, things are being left unanswered, left hanging, dragging out. And then when you check in, you feel like, I'm actually, all of those feelings. That's an indicator to release it. Just let it go. Just let it go because there are going to be both coming towards you. And you need to be able to discern which ones to take and which ones to thank you, nope, and let go and release, right? Okay, there's the confidence, confidently moving towards or away your reciprocating relationships. Okay, this is exactly it. This is the putting your emotional well-being and all that into play as a factor. Okay, this is about no longer like going along the same vein as like jobs, right? This is about no longer doing things out of obligation. And by obligation, I mean like I should take this gig because I'd be making money if I did, right? Um, that's the wrong reason to move towards anything. It has to be a reciprocating, energetic thing. Okay, this is the era we're moving into, I believe. I believe it. Okay, maybe you want to go over here. Sorry, this flower was not happy where it was. I could tell energetically, and now look, way better. Okay, see, there, perfect. Example by nature. Also, look at this guy. Look at how pretty. So tiny and delicate. Okay, bird. Okay, where are we? Here we go. Okay, and then the tempering. So this is the balancing between your masculine and feminine, between your feeling and your action, between your accepting and your refusal. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, this is you stepping into the new version of yourself. Okay, by going into this hermiting mode, by this dedication to you and your inner homeostasis, right? You are leaving the old version of you, which was somewhat not altogether there, and you are now focusing your attention on this new version of you. And the new version of you, that old version of you, would have taken that gig because it was money, period. And you would have bowled over, ignored um, those inner nudgings, the energetic resisting, all of the things, because you can't turn down money, right? But the new you is has learned the value of your energy and the importance of its maintenance as well as its dispersal. And so you are no longer pouring into non reciprocating relationships of any kind. Okay. Boom. Aha. So this is the mental spaces involved in um, that exchange or boundary around the exchange, right? Your thought process, how you process, feel it out, right? Like when you choose to release it, let it all the way go, like I was saying at the beginning, right? Because this overthinking about anything is not a forward movement. It's a spirally stuck energy. Okay. This is not about like lots of ideas. Yes. Thinking things through. Yes. Being prepared. Yes. Considering all the things. Yes. But looping around in a non productive, obsessive mental dissonance is not good. Okay. Right, because you want to maintain this overflowing state, this luck and abundance sort of state. And you can't get there when you are obsessing and second guessing and over considering the choices that you make. Okay. And then this here is you with the Philosopher's Stone, taking charge, creating your own world. And the world that you're creating is one with reciprocating relationships and confidence in self and energetic resourcing. Resourcing? Okay, yeah, look at this abundance here. Okay, and this reaching a goal, reaching a point. Okay, when you get to a point where you are able to feel what is for you and what isn't for you, release what isn't for you, and go after what is for you, this is the sweet spot. Um, this is the goal. I think this is the new world energy. Okay, and this is where the abundance is. Okay, quality over quantity, always. Right, just because um, a job is going to pay doesn't mean that that entire day, the interaction, the time spent isn't going to actually cost more, right? Energetically. And so it's a reevaluating of energetic exchange. Okay, so there's something protected here with your abundance here. I feel like being in this place um, is the solid ground that things can take root and grow in. Okay, because you are only putting in quality nutrients into your soil. You're only allowing the quality plants to grow. And so, because of that, because you're prioritizing that kind of a thing, those things are going to bloom and grow exponentially, like abundantly, prosperously, joyfully, even. Okay. This King of Pentacles here, this is that rooted, grounded, action taking, competent king. This is who is protecting your energetic um, resonance. Okay. Okay. So, this is the celebratory energy of balance. And this is the destiny. So I feel like it's part of your destiny, part of your, this could be a karmic and generational like curse that you have broken, right? Like think about generationally before you, your family always, settled so that they wouldn't be alone, right? And you choosing to be alone and do this work, you have broken um, that pattern. Okay. Choosing quality over quantity and the recognition of your energy as being the main resource that could be a pattern that you break. So good job, because that's a hard thing to do. But this is part of your destiny here, to reach this point in your growth where you can confidently just say no, set the boundaries, write the email. Sorry, can't, this is not going to work for me. I'm out. And that's where your emotional stability will be. This is a reciprocating relationship with your own energy, okay? With your own internal nervous system, your body, your higher self. When you prioritize it, it will feed back, right? This positive feedback loop, this joy, right? You're no longer taking jobs where the whole time you're like, while you're there. What is that doing to your energy field, right? By choosing only to feel in and to tap into the energy and the things that are like, ooh, yes, 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 yay. You're filling your cup. You are stimulating your emotional well-being. And this is a beautiful thing. This is a beautiful thing. And also, it's not always easy to walk away from things. Sometimes we need to take those gigs or go through those situations or whatever as a reminder, right? Like sometimes we might feel the feeling and then we talk ourselves out of it and we think ourselves out of it and then we go for it anyways and then we're there and then we see more evidence of why we should have maybe not or could have maybe not, right? And instead of being like, oh, why didn't you listen to yourself? You knew this was going to be horrible and you did it anyways and now here we are in the middle of horribleness. Instead, just be like, okay, perfect. Like thank you for this opportunity to test and prove something that I felt, right? And then you move forward from now, from wherever you're at. Part of the learning to trust your intuition is to test it, to feel it out, to be shown. And so allow yourself the grace to see, to learn. They're all steps towards this goal. Okay, we got the world here. So I feel like with the world, this is like that what goes around comes around. I feel like, where is this one here? Maybe here. It's like full circle moment, you at the center of the world, your recognition that you are at the center of your world and that your energy is what turns the world one way or another. And your active participation in creating the most joyous world possible is what is going to be beautiful. Okay, that's where the love is. Okay, this is the love of self. This is the frequency you want to hold. And it's what you will draw into you as well. Okay, because you are the Empress, Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands here. So I'm getting a sense of attracting in balance. These are divine counterparts here, and we've got the Nine of Wands in between the King and Queen of Wands. So the Nine of Wands is kind of like the spiritual realm, my spiritual garden card, your connection to your higher self and stuff like that. So you might be feeling a divine union happening for you because you're the Empress. This could be a reciprocating relationship that's coming to you. Okay, and if you're not, just because it's coming in after the love card too, the Lovers, and the Empress is the frequency that draws in. She attracts, right? So, if that resonates for you, if you are drawing in or wanting to manifest a love, a partner, a counterpart, or on the twin flame journey, whatever, then this I'd say is a pretty clear indication that that's a come in. But at the very least, and I don't even want to say at the very least because I feel like it's the most important part. So I'm just strike that, not at the very least. Also, or alternatively, even in a parallel kind of a way, you are balancing your internal masculine and feminine energies on the spiritual level. Okay. And that is what is enabling you to be this radiating as well as receiver. Okay. This is that positive feedback loop that I was talking about because the Empress is producing a frequency that attracts, right? So it's like this ebb and flow, this push and pull, this reciprocity. Okay. And And yeah, the wands speak about, well, they're a lot about communication. Okay. So in this balanced state, visiting and connecting to your higher self where your messages are coming in and the joy. Okay. So I definitely feel like there is something going on between these two, knowing what they want and taking what they want, seeing what they want, feeling what they want, and, following through or cutting away, doing whatever is necessary. And I feel like this connection to the higher self is an important part of this process down here. And the Empress is the one who is creating the frequency. Okay. And that is very much affected by your thoughts. Okay. The thoughts that you think. Um, so yeah, your vibrate, like everything vibrates, right down to the atoms vibrate, and everything's made out of atoms, so everything's vibrating, right? The frequency is the rate at which things vibrate, right? So very dense objects are vibrating very slowly, and the higher the vibration, the lighter, both physically and visibly, things become, as well as what is this, three-dimensionally. So I don't know where I was going with that. The frequency of your thoughts. So yeah, think of each thought as its own vibration, um, creating its own frequency. And you are consolidating your energies so that it's like aligning your chakras, right? You can have, like, your body could be emanating a certain frequency, but your thoughts and your minds are canceling that frequency out with a lower frequency, right? And so you need a coherence, you need harmony. Okay, we're all like a harpsichord. I don't even know, harpsichord. Um, with our, like, we're instruments, and we produce many, like, varying frequencies. And when you can produce a harmonic, high vibrating frequency that's consistent all the way through your entire instrument, that's the goal. That's the goal. That's what I'm trying to say here. And that's this Five of Cups, right? This is your like your attention to things here. Your attention being kind of split into five different things and honing in your attention. This is my consolidating your energy card. And I went on too many tangents there, and it went like this. Boing! It went like this. Boing! And then I lost it. Okay, so hopefully something there made sense. I feel like this is part of the goal here, is this recognition. Some things are for you and some things aren't for you. Some things are worth your attention, some things aren't. Some gigs are for you because they energetically flow without any resistance, and some indicate that they're not for you because there is a tangible energetic resistance, and those you let go. Okay, so your ability to do this, that's your goal. That's what empowers you. That's what grounds and um, solidifies you in this earth realm. Okay, and then we have the Four of Cups. So this is the going within and checking your feelings. Checking your feelings. How do you feel about that, this, and the other thing? Okay, your emotions are going to be your biggest indicator. Your vessel, your body, how you feel. That's where you check in. That's your connection to your spirit garden. Right? When you are feeling a little ill or tired, or this is all your body communicating something happening on an energetic level that needs to be considered, looked at, and otherwise. Okay. So we've got the boundary card came out as a perfect little confirmation of the importance of boundaries against or around your resources, your energetic resource. Okay. Oh, we got two here. We got the justice and strength. So this is also a recognition of what you put out comes back to you. So when you're moving towards things that you're putting out a fake forced energy towards, you are going to get some more of that back, right? So this is part of that importance of maintaining and creating boundaries around um, your resource, your most valuable resource, your energy, right? Um, and I feel like there's a strength in knowing this, right? Because it makes it really easy to choose you and your energetic flow once you recognize that you're playing into a feedback loop. right? It makes it really easy to be like, nope, I don't want to spend a second feeling that way. And that heading that direction is making me feel that way. So I'm out. Bye. That's power, man. That's power. That's sovereignty, I think. Feels right. Yeah, with the justice card too, it is about reaping what you sow, getting back what you gave. And so as long as you have given the best, the most, the positive, the love, you're going to get all that back. Maybe this old version of you um, spent a lot of time and energy giving way too much of yourself to people who never kind of gave back. And this, helped you get to a place where you learn the value of what you have to give and create boundaries for yourself so that you're no longer giving um, to those that take. And so your justice is finally receiving back everything that you put out. So this is about drawing in reciprocating relationships and people who know your value, see your value, cherish your value, and want to make sure that you're aware how much they love and appreciate your value, who you are, your essence, you being who you are. Okay, so there's Seven of Pentacles. This is your connection, your grounding, earthing, meditating, how you tap into your spiritual garden, okay, where you go when you are considering how you're feeling about any sort of offer given to you. Okay, that tapping in and trusting. This is connecting to nature, to earth, and to your intuition, right? Okay. See if any other cards want to come out. Oh, the Wheel of Fortune. Yes, this is how you turn the wheel in your favor. Okay, I was thinking, like when you aren't at the top of the wheel, you're holding on. And so you don't have any hands, right? When you're upside down, it's a big struggle to stay on this wheel, right? You kind of got to wrap yourself around. You got both your arms and your hands and your feet and you're holding on. Even when you're on the side, you're either upside down or right side up, but you're still hanging. You still have to hold. You might be able to have one hand free if you're right side up on this side, but the goal is to be at the top because when you're sitting at the top, you've got gravity on your side, right? You don't have to hold on. You can just be at the top. Now you have two hands free. So you're able to access the things that are available for you that are around. This is why the turning the wheel in your favor. This is why the top of the wheel, I think, is the sweet spot. This is the top of the mountain, right? And I feel like the energy that you put out and receive is the thing that turns the wheel. Okay, and we've got this earth turning and the justice and the wheel, like, and the two major abundance cards here, plus the balance and the lovers. Like, there's a lot going on, and the Wheel of Fortune is like this new version of you. Okay, is at the top of the wheel, and that's awesome. That's beautiful. Where does it go? I feel like it's connected to joy and balance and celebration. Temperance is also about like the patience. Um, that it's coming. It's getting there. I'm also getting because you're the star. Okay, which is also part of your destiny. This is your confidence here. And this is what the Queen of Wands is about: shining, speaking her truth, being confident. Okay, I'm also recognizing the king here with his little symbol in the back and this Wheel of Fortune. So the kings are about action taking. Okay, and this is connected to joy. So it's the joy. Joy is your indicator, joy is your crumb that you follow towards the top of the wheel, towards love, happiness, and abundance, and love. Okay, beautiful. Two overflowing cups coming together, supersizing, and creating a tsunami of love. Okay, so whether this is internally or externally, it's definitely internally. Balance and overflow. So this version of you is freaking amazing. Like, it takes a lot to get to this place. And wherever you are on this journey, it's a worthy one. I think it's a worthy one to maintain, to persevere, to commit to. Okay. Ooh, we got two. Earth? No, wait. Yeah, Earth. Earth energy. Earth energy is slow moving energy. Okay, this is the Pentacles. The Pentacles. It's about things needing their time to grow into the most solid, beautiful, abundant things. Right? Deer, loving, intuitive, graceful, the mother. The deer represents the feminine aspect of earth energy. This energy is available to all creatures, regardless of gender, but is especially potent in new parents. During the first few days, they are fully present, nurturing, and calm. Their inner beauty radiates, and a sense of grace calms the room. A deer personality affects others in this way, drawing them towards a quiet tenderness. The deer card may appear when a birth or celebration of new life draws near, or when a situation calls for absolute gentleness and compassion. When in balance, receptive, compassionate, and nurturing. When out of balance, concerned and protective, to bring into balance children and nature. Beautiful. That calm peace, that's that nervous system, that's that energetic baseline, right? Okay, and then the snake, guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. Wow. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no more time to waste. When in balance, prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When out of balance, starts and stops many things to bring into balance Kundalini yoga and meditation. Okay, beautiful. Yeah, start now, prioritizing your joy, your energy, your homeostasis. I gotta look that word up. I think it means what I think it means. Okay, let's get a mushroom card here. See what the mushroom spirits have to say. There's some beautiful stuff here. Being the star, being seen, this is the effect that you have on others, right? Just like our star, the sun, how it brings life to the world, right? And you being a star, this is about you being a light in your world, okay? And I think that that's a beautiful thing. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to be like a celebrity or in the public eye or whatever. This could just be in your family, in your community, in the environment that you are in every day, right? The people around you, those are the ones that we affect. Those are the ones that we shine on, that we nurture with our light. And that's you doing your job, your part in making this world beautiful. Oh, chaga. Defense and balance. Interesting. I haven't seen chaga yet. Duh. Chaga is the king when it comes to helping the body defend itself and ward off potential dangers to your health. Where in your life could you have something or someone attached to you that is not serving your higher purpose or is creating a hindrance of some sort? It is time to build your defenses so strong that nothing can penetrate them. Are you physically strong enough, or do you need to work on your physical health? Maybe you are allowing yourself to be taken advantage of or are being treated poorly. Sometimes when you feel you need protection, you actually need to strengthen your reserves. Using energy to block things and cast things away can be more tiring than building yourself up from the inside so nothing can stick to you. Another lesson from Chaga is one of balance. Disease exists when something in the body becomes unbalanced. Chaga brings balance to your immune system, blood sugar levels, and circadian rhythms. Where are you out of spiritual alignment? It might be time to look at where something within you or your life is out of balance. Where can you create more flow and movement? Where have things become stuck? When you balance yourself from within, this balances your external world. The work you do on the inside can create profound shifts if you are prepared to do the work. When you create balance and cultivate strength from the inside, you become an impenetrable force. Gorgeous, gorgeous, beautiful confirmation from the mushroom spirits, right? Awesome. Thank you, mushroom spirits. Okay, I'm being drawn to the telepathy oracle. So let's see what they have to say. Oh, what's that? barrier. Find ways around obstacles to find happiness. This is that boundary setting, prioritizing, moving towards joy and love and reciprocation and letting loose all of the other things. Okay, that feels like way too many, but we will take intense. The intensity of a true soul connection includes highs and lows. Okay, so just ride the wave, because waves need both up and down to be a wave, right? And so to ride it, you need to be prepared to flow with whatever the wave's doing at any given point. Okay, love, yes. Challenge, attract, observe, surprise, value, and study. Okay, in that order. Study is a great way to refocus your thoughts, okay, when they're getting out of control here. Yeah, there's value. Find ways of increasing your value. And by value, I mean like for yourself, right? Like if you have an interest in something or you want to be good at something, take the time to get good at it, to learn, to grow, to expand. We are constant learners in this life school, earth school life. And so keep studying, keep bringing in information and evolving and growing. Maybe study frequencies, educate yourself. And this observing what you attract with surprise, there's like a joyfulness in surprises, right? The unexpected. And I think that's a beautiful thing. Observe the things that you are attracting to see what you're putting out, right? And that's another way to kind of rebalance yourself. And recognize too that some things are meant to give you opportunities to create boundaries and to show you and the universe and your feedback loop that you've changed. You're no longer responding the same way to that thing, right? You're no longer taking those things that feel awful and, hiding underneath it and being like, why is this on top of me? And it's like, well, you brought it in, you pulled it in, you put it on top of you, right? Like this accountability and recognition that you hold all the power. Okay, we got soulmates here, okay? For anyone on this journey of love, I feel like we're all on this journey of love. Okay, but some of us already have found our love. And so this is about a deepening of that love. And some of us are still attracting it. And this is about this internal balance. Okay, meet moon and mirror. They are perfect reflections of each other. They have so much to teach each other and so much to learn. Just as the moon reflects the light of the sun, they reflect each other's light back at each other. They are both emanating and reflecting. Look around. Your friends and family are perfect reflections of you. They are in your dream just as you are in their dream. A perfect paradox. So with each interaction, ask yourself, what do I have to learn from you? What do I have to share with you? What are you teaching me about myself? Remember, we are here to help each other grow. Passion, meet Ember. She is the light blazing inside our being. She is our fire, our drive, our fuel. She is our very life force, learning, stretching in the direction of our love. Notice what makes Ember begin to grow and burn brighter. Perhaps it's talking openly with a friend or cuddling with your love, or perhaps it's playing your guitar, scaling a mountain, or writing your story. Look for that spark within and honor it. Stoke that fire with intention. Honor your passion with time and dedication. Feed the flame with devotion. Let passion ignite your life with beauty, energy, and purpose. Wunjo! Yes. And courage. Meet Alice. She is small but brave, jumping head down first down the rabbit hole. Although the unknown may seem scary and fraught with danger, we should always hold faith in the beautiful possibilities and discoveries awaiting us. True courage is listening to our intuition and moving in the direction of our heart's deepest yearning. Even when we are afraid and want to turn back to our comfortable, familiar world, trust yourself enough to take that leap, and always remember, no matter where you land, the ride will be strange, magnificent, and oh so worth it. Yes, bravery, courage, right? With this lion here, this strength. Just as much as it takes courage to go after the things that you want, it also takes courage to draw lines around the things that aren't for you as well, right? Like the courage to turn down a job that isn't aligned with you. There's many facets of courage. Okay, I'm just going to pull a few of these little guys. Oh, goal turned and love turned and temperance. So yes, there's definitely this pivotal point, this clear exit and entering point of you leaving your old version of you behind and stepping up and into this new empowered version of self. Okay, and that's a beautiful thing worth celebrating. You've come far. You've done the work. You look beautiful. You're shining. Okay, it's all worth it. And the rewards are coming. Okay, so we've got the Emperor coming out because, of course, as the Empress, you have to draw in your Emperor. It's inevitable. It's inevitable, okay? It's inevitable. The lovers. I mean, come on. Come on, guys. The lovers. Bada boom. Love, 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 love. What else we got here? The Hierophant. Okay, this is a self mastery. Getting good at this is what is going to be the sunlight to your own beautiful, abundant, overflowing garden. Patience, trust it, trust its process, trust that the tomato plant that you planted is going to produce tomatoes, even though you can't see the tomatoes yet. Right? You trust that they're going to be there. It's part of the process of the tomato plant. Right? And then we've got the Chariot here. This is fast moving energy. This is things moving quickly in your favor, which is lovely. Death. And it's upside down. So death is about release, right? Release those old things so that the new things have space to be, right? In this, we've got the time, and the time of death is leaving. And now we're in the time of birth. This is an egg cracking open, and that's supposed to be light inside, right? Shining. And so this is about just the cycles, the cycle that is life. Life is release, rebirth, release, rebirth, release, rebirth. There are all of the things that want to be for you. All right. Quality over quantity, although plethora does mean a lot of quantity, but that can just mean there's going to be a heck of a lot of quality in that quantity. Okay. Your priestess, this is the high priestess tapped into your intuition. This is what makes you a shining star with truth to speak, to share, to know. Okay. And the hanged man was also upside down here. And the hanged man's about like taking a beat, um, going within, connecting to nature, like hanging out and seeing how you feel, looking at things from different perspectives, right? And because it was upside down, I feel like this period of hanging out to see how things feel is over because you are getting really good at recognizing how you feel and taking action on those feelings. Okay, there it is. That's the reading for today. What do you think about that? We did it. We made it. There's so much love. There's so much abundance. There's so much balance and potential and joy and beautiful, beautiful things here. So keep maintaining your spiritual garden. Release those things that feel forced and aren't resonating with your core, with your soul, with your heart. Release them with love. Let them loose, and they can be for somebody else, right? And just focus on, that regulation within, because that is what vibrates and um, attracts all of the good things. Okay. So good luck, and I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for being here. Tap into this full moon energy, regardless if it's a full moon for you. We're full mooning right now with this energy. And so if you've come to this reading, if you've made it to this far in this reading, you're feeling something with this reading, then claim it, own it, feel it, take it, make it yours, and shine bright like a diamond. Okay. All right. Love you. See you next time. Bye.